The Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show is sponsored by Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters. Okay, welcome to Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. I'm here with Ryan from some folks you probably know very well, Rite In The Rain. They've been making some really high quality outdoor notebooks and ways to keep track of what's going on and keep records in the field. Just it's amazing that what they can do. They can take a piece of paper that you can dunk it in the water and still write on it. So, but I will stop talking. Ryan's going to tell us a little bit about the process, about the history. We're going to talk about some cool stuff they've got. And stay tuned towards the end of the video. They've got a brand new product out that is really, really cool. So Ryan, first of all, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us.
Thanks for coming in.
So tell us about Rite In The Rain.
Sure, yeah. 100 years ago, Rite In The Rain started in the Pacific Northwest.
Really?
The timber surveying business is really what got us started. Jerry Darling recognized a need for a paper because he had some buddies that were timber surveyors. They'd be out in the woods, they'd be trying to write notes, it's wet, they couldn't do it. So they started writing on pieces of wood. That wouldn't work, so he started dipping sheets of paper in a vat of this material that he had developed, and he hung it out to dry. Next day, he'd have Rite In The Rain paper.
Wow.
100 years forward, you're standing in our booth at SHOT Show, and we've got a ton of different products for all sorts of different industries. Public safety, law enforcement, military. Also have a lot of stuff on the rec side too. Timber surveyors, of course, but also like geology and construction and all the other products that folks need when they're working outdoors.
So I assumed that this was some kind of modern high-tech material, and you're telling me it's 100 years old. That's pretty interesting.
It is. Well, the formula has changed over the years.
Right.
Back in about 2000, we switched from a petroleum-based product to a latex-based product, and now the only emission is steam when it's produced. So it's a completely environmentally free product.
Right.
You can take our sheets, tear them out of our notebooks, recycle them just with white paper.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much knows about your Rite In The Rain typical little notepads. I've got one in my backpack for my Boy Scouts. I'm looking around at the stuff you got here. You got stuff I didn't even know you had.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So we've got a big collection of outdoor writing pens, and they write right through water on our products, of course. We also have pencils, mechanical pencils, really tough ones. Of course, any pencil will work great on Rite In The Rain, but our mechanical pencils are super durable. You can step on them, throw them on the ground. The lead's not going to crack or break.
I know, like I've got a waterproof Bible that's got a different kind of page. Do you sell your pages, your papers to other people to use for books or whatnot? Or?
Sure, absolutely. We not only do a lot of custom printing because we are a print house, we're the manufacturer, so we do a lot of custom printing, but also folks that want to just print their own data forms or sheets or maps or whatever, we've got copier paper, one of our best-selling products. So you can buy our copier paper, run it through a laser printer or photocopier, and you can have your own data sheets.
Just a regular old, like you got at your house printer?
Yes. Now, it's not recommended for inkjet printers because inkjet printers have a water-based ink and it'll run right off the sheet.
Right, okay.
But laser printer or photocopiers are great.
Wow, that is really cool because I've thought about that. You can download maps off the USGS for free, you know.
Absolutely.
But to try to print them out on regular paper, they get trashed, so that was really cool.
Yeah, they'll turn to mush on regular paper. Yeah, on Rite In The Rain, they'll survive a trip, no problem.
Can you buy it in most stores, or do you sell direct off your website?
Yeah, there's a list of retailers on our website. Of course, you can buy right off our website as well, and we're also on Amazon.
That's a great tip, by the way. I got a lot of folks that looked at my video about how to download maps, and I've kind of recommended in the past that they go to actually buy the maps, even though they can get them for free because it's waterproof paper.
Sure.
But you're telling me they can print them yourself with the Rite In The Rain paper, so maybe that's news to you, it's news to me. So also, I want to show you that they've also got some really cool targets out. I don't know if you're like me, if you go out shooting, maybe you're covered, but your target's out in the rain, it's kind of a bad thing. So we're going to swap the old scenery here and take a look at some of their new targets. Ryan, thanks so much for the history lesson.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, now we're here with Chris, who's going to tell us a little bit about the new products I was teasing you with, that Rite In The Rain has got a new target out. And not only is it weatherproof, but it's got some really cool features. And so I'll let Chris tell you about those. Chris, thanks for taking time.
You bet. Thank you. So this is not your typical zeroing target. This is a universal zeroing target. This is a target that is made or designed for any weapon with improved optics. So your typical zero targets are iron sights. This will give you the ability to zero your weapon. It has a scope. As long as you know what the minute of angle is on it, which you can find within any of your paperwork. You can Google your optic online and you can get all that information. But it will enable you to, instead of being able to zero two weapons, an M4, M16, this will give you the capability to zero literally hundreds of thousands of combinations of weapons. So that's essentially what it is. The other key factor to it that is really cool is that it also allows the shooter to zero at distance. So on the back of the target, we give you a cheat sheet that'll come with it for zeroing at distance, but this card that I have, for example, will show you that if you want to zero at 100, 200, or 300 meters, you can as well. There's no other zero target out there that will allow you to do that.
So if you're aiming for here at 300 meters, you're down here, where's that little circle was? You know you're on.
Yeah, so typically 25 meters and 300 meters are the same. It's the 100 meters that a lot of people like to get their weapon zeroed in at. It's a little bit, the aim point's a little bit higher.
That is pretty cool.
And obviously it has all the capabilities of all of the Rite In The Rain paper. It's weatherproof. It'll really hold up well in any rain or windy condition. It doesn't tear like other targets will. And if you want to come around to the other side, I'll show you some the actual holes. They're real nice and clean. They don't spider. You can see distinct separate shots if you get real close.
Let's do that.
So as you can see, how nice and clean. And this target, for example, has actually been in the water for 2 days. And there's no tearing, no separating. When you get shots that are pretty close together, they don't spider between them. It's nice, clean bullet holes when it goes through.
Yeah, even when you see a really tight group like that.
Yeah, it's 2 separate shots. Exactly.
So, which is pretty cool. And the fact that it's tear-proof really helps. I mean, I don't know if you can catch this on the camera, but this thing has got water running down it. And it's been running down it for like 2 days now. So, I know that at the Boy Scouts they do their range qualification. One of the deals they got to get 3 shots under a dime.
Yep.
And sometimes it's really hard to tell if it's 2 shots or 3 shots because they kind of booger up there.
Exactly. And that's one advantage. Even in a dry condition, it would be better to use our target for that just because of the quality of paper that we use.
So these going to be available at any major gun outlet?
Yes, it's getting there. It's fairly new for us. We haven't had it on the market that long, but yes, that's the objective. Right now we have 4 targets that are available to the federal government that are military targets, but feel free to reach out to RiteInTheRain.com and we can get you anywhere.
So this is they use size to compensate for distance at 25 yards.
Exactly. This is the alternate course C the U.S. Army uses.
Right.
So it's prone supported, prone unsupported, and kneeling. This is a qualification that the U.S. Army uses.
Very cool. Well, Chris, thank you so much for taking time to show us this. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I would like to take just a minute to thank Thrunite Flashlights and Hawg Holsters for sponsoring this coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. I got to tell you, I bought my first Thrunite flashlight about 3 years ago. It was the TN12 version, I remember. I was really impressed with the quality of that flashlight, and I've since developed a relationship with Thrunite and reviewed a lot of their gear. I just really think they do a great job of providing exceptional value and really cutting-edge flashlight technology. My current everyday carry flashlight I've been carrying for, I don't know, at least a year is the TC12, which is kind of like the rechargeable version of the TN12. I highly recommend this. They've actually got a new version coming out I'll be doing a review on soon, but this is an excellent, excellent flashlight. I think if you're looking for a really high-quality, high-value flashlight, you can't go wrong with a Thrunite. They just really have impressed me with the level of value that they provide in a really nice flashlight. They're also kind enough, by the way, as you can see, to hook me up with this really cool shirt. I'd also like to thank John over at Hawg Holsters. John makes these really nice puller in the waistband Kydex holsters. This is the carbon fiber bling model, which feature the Ulti-Clip retention system, which I really like. As I said before, this is absolutely my go-to holster, the best holster I've ever used, so I highly encourage you to go check them out too. But anyway, once again, I will put links to Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters below. I think they are both excellent examples of the kind of companies that I can feel 100% confident in recommending to you, because not only do I use them every day in my own life, but I just think they are very, very good stuff. So once again, thanks to both Thrunite flashlights and Hawg holsters for sponsoring this coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. And as always, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing this video with all your friends. Thank you so very much for doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time. They've been making some really high quality outdoor. We'll just cut that out.